few of any sort, and none of name.
I find here that Don Pedro hath bestowed much honor upon a young Florentine called Claudio.
He hath borne himself beyond the promise of his years, doing in the figure of a lamb the feats of a lion.
I pray you, is Senor Montanto returned from the wars or no?
I know none of that name, lady. There is none such in the army of any sort.
What is he that you ask for, niece?
My cousin means Senor Benedick of Padua.
He's returned, and as pleasant as ever he was.
I pray you, how many hath he killed and eaten in these wars? But how many hath he killed? For indeed I promise to eat all of his killed and killed.
He hath done good service, lady, in these wars, and a good soldier too, lady.
And a good soldier to a lady, but what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord, a man to a man, and stuffed with all honorable virtues.
It is so indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man. Stuffing. Well, we are all mortal.
You must not, sir, mistake my niece. There is a kind of merry skirmish between Signor Benedick and her. They never meet, but there is a war of wits between them.
But who is his companion now? He hath every month a new sworn brother.
Is't possible?
Very easily possible. He wears his faith, but it's the fashion of his hat. It ever changes with the next block.
I see, lady, the gentleman is not in your books.
No, and he were, I would burn my study. But I pray you, who is his companion? Is there no young squarer now who will make a voyage with him to the devil?
He is most often in the company of the right noble Claudio.
Oh, Lord! He will hang on him like a disease. He is sooner caught than the pestilence, and the taker runs presently mad. God help the noble Claudio. If he is caught the Benedict, it will cost him £1,000 ere be cured.
I will hold friends with you, lady.
Do, good friend.
You will never run mad, please.
No, not till hot January.
Don Pedro is approached.
What, Senor Leonardo? Are you come to meet your trouble?
Oh, never came trouble to my house in the likeness of your lord. For trouble being gone, comfort should remain. But when you depart from me, sorrow abides, and happiness takes its leave.
You embrace your charge too willingly. I think this is your daughter.
Her mother hath many times told me so.
Were you in doubt, sir, that you asked her?
Signor Benedick, no.
Truly, the lady fathers herself. Be happy, lady, for you are like an honorable father.
If Signor Leonato be her father, she would not have his head on her shoulders for all of Messina, as like as she is.
I wonder that you will still be talking, Signor Benedick. Nobody marks you.
What, my dear Lady Disdain, are you yet living?
Is it possible Disdain should die while she had such meat food to feed it as Signor Benedick? Courtesy itself must convert to disdain if you come in her presence.
Then is courtesy a turncoat? For it is certain I am loved of all ladies. Only you accepted. And that I would I could find it in my heart that I had not a hard heart, for I truly love none.
A dear happiness to women. They else would have been troubled with a pernicious sitter. I thank God in my cold blood I am of your humor for that. I had rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man say he loves me.
God, your ladyship, in that wise of some gentleman, or there shall escape a predestined and scratched face.
Shut does not make it worse than to wear such a face as yours were.
Well, you are a repairing creature.
A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
I would my horse at the speed of your tongue. In
How
God's
would
name,
your horse
I've
have
done
such? You always end with a jade's trick. I know you of old.
Senor Benedick, Senor Claudio, my dear friend Leonato has invited you all. I tell him we shall stay here at least a month. And he heartily prays some occasion may detain us longer. I dare swear he is no hypocrite, but prays from his heart.
If you swear, my lord, you shall not be forsworn. Oh, let me bid you welcome, my lord. Being reconciled to the prince, your brother, I hope you all do.
I thank you. I'm not a man of many words, but I thank you.
Please at your grace, lead on.
Your hand, Leonato. We will go together.
Benedick, just outlook the daughter of Signor Leonato. I noted her not when I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Do you question me as an honest man should for my simple, true judgment? Or would you have me speak after my custom as being a professed tyrant in their sex?
No, I pray thee, speak in sober judgment.
I am faith and think she's too low for a high praise and too little for a great praise. Only this commendation I can afford to her. That were she other than she is, she were unhandsome. And being no other than she is, I do not love her.
Thou thinkst I will sport, I pray thee, tell me truly, how thou likest her.
Would you buy her that you inquire after her?
Ah, can the world buy such a jewel?
Yea, in a case to put it into. But speak you this with a sad brow.
In mine eyes, she's the sweetest lady that ever I looked on.
I can yet see without spectacles, and I see no such matter. There's her cousin, and were she not possessed with a fury, exceeds her as much in beauty as the 1st of May doth the last of December. But I hope you have no intended her husband, have you?
I would scarce trust myself, though I had sworn the contrary, if Hero would be my wife.
It has come to this! Shall I never see a bachelor of threescore again? Go to in faith, and thou wouldst needs thrust thy neck into a yoke, wear the print of it, and sigh away Sundays. Look, Don Pedro has returned to seek you.
What secret hath held you here that you followed not to Leonato's?
I would, your grace, constrain me to tell.
I charge thee on thy allegiance.
You hear that, Count Claudio? I can be as secret as a dumb man, I'll have you know, but on my allegiance, mark you, my allegiance. He is in love. With who? Now that is your grace's part. Mark how short his answer. With Hero, Leonato's short daughter.
Amen if you love her, for the lady is very well worthy.
You speak this to fetch me in, my lord.
By my troth, I speak my thought.
And in faith, my lord, I spoke mine.
And by my two-faced and troths, Lord, I spoke mine.
That I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
That I neither feel how she should be loved, nor how she is worthy, is the opinion fire cannot melt out of me. I shall die in it at the stake.
Thou wast ever an obstinate heretic in despite of beauty.
And never could maintain his part but in the force of his own will.
That a woman conceived me, I thank her. That she brought me up, I likewise give her the most humble thanks. But that I would have a reed sheet winded in my forehead, or hang my bugle on an invisible baldric, all women shall pardon me. I will not do them the wrong to mistrust any. I will do myself the right to trust none, and the fine is I will live a bachelor.
I shall see thee, ere I die, look pale with love.
With sickness, with anger, or with hunger, my lord, not with love.
Well, if ever thou dost fall from this faith, thou wilt prove a notable argument.
If I do, hang me in a bottle and shoot.
Well, as time shall try. In time the savage bull doth bear the yoke. In the meantime, good Signor Benedick, repair to Leonato's, commend me to him and tell him I will not fail him at supper, for indeed, he hath made great preparation.
I have almost matter enough in me for such an imposition.
My liege, your highness, now may do me good. Hath Leonato any son, my lord?
No child of Hero, she's his only heir. Dost thou affect her, Claudio?
Oh, my lord, when you went onward in this ended action, I looked upon her with a soldier's eye, that liked but had a rougher task at hand than to drive the liking to the name of love. But now I'm returned, and that war thoughts have left their places vacant, and their rooms come thronging soft and delicate desires, all prompting me how fair young Hero is, saying I liked her ere I went to wars.
Thou wilt be like a lover presently. If thou dost love fair Hero, cherish it, and I will break with her, and with her father, and thou shalt have her. 'Tis once thou lovest, and I will fit thee with the remedy. I know we will have reveling tonight. I'll assume thy part in some disguise and tell fair Hero that I am Claudio, and in her bosom I'll unclasp my heart and take her hearing prisoner with the force and strong encounter of my amorous tale. Then after to her father will I break, and the conclusion is, she shall be thine. In practice, let us put it presently.
What to get here, my lord? Why are you thus out of measure sad?
There is no measure in the occasion that breaks, therefore the sadness is without limit.
You should hear reason.
And when I have heard it, what blessing brings it?
If not a present remedy, at least a patient sufferance.
I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I have cause and smile at no man's jest. eat when I have stomach, and late for no man's leisure, sleep when I am drowsy, intent on no man's business, laugh when I am merry, and claw no man in his humor.
Yea, but you must not make full show of this till you make do it with controlment. You have laced it out against your brother, and he has attained you newly to his grace.
I had rather be a canker in a hedge than a rose in his grace. I am a plain dealing villain. If I had my mouth, I would bite. If I had my liberty, I would do my liking. In the meantime, let me be that I am, and seek not to alter me.
Can you make no use of your discontent?
I make all use of it, for I use it only. Who comes here? What news brought you?
The prince, your brother, is royally entertained by Leonato, and I can give you intelligence of intended marriage of your brother's right hand.
Who? The most exquisite Claudio.
Even he.
A proper squire. And who?
Hero, the daughter and heir of Leonato.
How came you to this?
I spied the prince and Claudio in a sad conference, and heard it agreed upon that the prince should woo Hero for himself, and having obtained her, give her to Count Claudio.
Come, come, let us thither. This may prove to my displeasure. That young starter has all the glory of my overthrow. If I can cross him in any way, I bless myself every way. You both are sure and will assist me.
To the death, my lord.
We'll wait upon your lordship.
Signor Benedick's face.
With a good leg and a good foot, Uncle, and money enough in his purse, such a man would win any woman in the world, if he could get her goodwill.
By troth, niece, so will never get thee a husband, thou be so shrewd of thy tongue.
Oh, in faith, she is too cursed.
God sends me no husband, for the which blessing I am at him upon my knees every morning and evening. Lord, I could not endure a husband with a beard on his face. I had rather lie in the woolen.
Thou may light upon a husband that hath no beard.
What would I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting gentlewoman. He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. And he that is more than a youth is not for me. And he that is less than a man, I am not for him.
Well, niece, I hope you will be ruled by your father.
Yes, faith, it is my cousin's duty to make curtsy and say, Father, as it please you. Because for all that, cousin, let him be a handsome fellow, or else make another curtsy and say, Father, as it please me.
Well, niece, I hope to see you one day fitted with a husband.
Not till God make men of some other metal than earth.
Oh, daughter, now remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you in that kind, you know your answer. Ah, the revelers are
Ladies, will you walk about with your friend?
you shall pardon me.
Nor will you not tell me who you are.
Not now.
That I was disdainful and that I had my good wit of the 100 merry tales. Well, this was Senor Benedick that said so.
What's he?
I'm sure you know him well enough.
Not I, believe me.
Has he never made you laugh?
I pray, what is he?
Why, he is the prince's jester, a very dull fool. Only his gift is in devising impossible slanders. None but libertines delight in him, and the commendation is not in his wit, but in his villainy, for he both pleases men and angers them, and then they laugh at him and beat him.
When I know the gentleman, I shall tell him what you say.
Do.
Sure, my brother is amorous on Hero, but has withdrawn her father to break with him about it.
That's Claudio. I know him by his bearing.
Are not you Senor Benedick?
You know me well. I am he.
Senor, you are very near my brother in his love. He is enamored on Hero. I pray you, dissuade him from her. She is no equal for his birth. You will be the part of an honest man in it.
How know you he loves her?
I heard him swear his affection.
So did I too. He swore he'd marry her tonight.
Come, let us to the banquet.
Thus answer I in the name of Benedict, for hear these ill news of the ears of Claudio. 'Tis certain so the prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant in all other things, save in the office and affairs of love.
Claudio?
Yea, the same.
The prince hath got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
Did you think the prince would have served you thus?
I pray you leave me!
Alas, poor fowl. He will now creep into sedges. But that my lady Beatrice should know me and not know me. The prince's fool. Ha! Maybe I go to the title because I am married. Yea, but I am not so apt to do myself wrong. I am not so reputed. It is the base, though bitter disposition of Beatrice that puts the woman to her person and so gives me out. I'll be revenged as I may.
The Lady Beatrice hath a quarrel to you. The gentleman that danced with her told her she is much wronged by you.
She misused me past the endurance of a block. And oh, but with one green leaf I would have answered her. My very visor began to assume life and scold with her. She said, not thinking I was myself, that I was the prince's jester. That I was duller than a great thaw, hurtling jest upon jest at me with such impossible conveyance that I stood like a man at a mark, with the whole army shooting at me. She speaks poniards, and every word stabs. If her breath were as terrible as her terminations, then there would be no living near her. She would infect to the North Star.
Look, here she comes.
Will your grace command me to any service to the world's end? I will go now on the slightest errand to the Antipodes that you can devise to send me on. I will fetch you a toothpick from the furthest ends of Asia. I will fetch you a hair from the great Chan's beard. Have you any embassage to the Pygmies, rather than hold 3 words conference with this harpy? Have you no employment for me?
None. But to enjoy your good company.
God, here's a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady tongue.
Come, lady, come. You've lost the heart of Senor Benedick.
Indeed, my lord. He lent it to me one, and I gave him use for it. A double heart for a single one. Married once before he wanted of me with false dice. Therefore your grace may well say I have lost it.
You have put him down, lady. You have put him down.
I brought Count Claudio, whom you sent me to seek.
Why, how now, Count? Wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How then, sick?
The Count
Neither, my lord.
Neither sad, nor sick, nor merry, nor well, but civil Count, Seville as an orange, or something of that jealous complexion.
In faith, lady, I think your blazon to be true. So I'll be sworn, if he be so, his conceit is false. Here, Claudio, I have wooed in thy name, and fair hero is one.
Count, take of me my daughter, and with her my fortunes. His grace hath made the match, and all grace say amen to it.
Speak,
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. If I were but a little happy, I could say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours. I give myself away to you, and dote upon the exchange.
Speak, cousin, or if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss and let him not speak neither.
Lady, you have a merry heart.
Yea, my lord, I think it's poor fool that keeps on the windy side of care. My cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
And so she doth, cousin.
Good Lord, for alliance! And as goes everyone to the world but I. And I am sunburnt. I may sit in a corner and cry, hey ho, for a husband.
Lady Beatrice, I will get you one.
I'd rather have one of your father's getting. After Grace ne'er a brother like you, your father got excellent husbands if a maid could come by them.
Will you have me, lady?
No, unless I might have another for working days. Your Grace is too costly to wear every day. But I beseech your Grace, pardon me. I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
Your silence most offends me, and to be merry best becomes you, for out of question you were born in the merry hour.
No, sure, my lord. My mother cried. But then there was a starved danced, and under that was I born. Cousins, God give you joy.
By my troth, blessed spirited lady.
Oh, there is very little of the melancholy element in her. She is never unhappy but when she sleeps, and not ever sad then. For my daughter says that she has often dreamed of unhappiness, and waked herself with laughing.
She cannot endure Jarzell of a husband.
Oh, by no means. She mocks all her wooers out of suit.
She were an excellent wife for Benedick.
Oh, Lord! My Lord, were they married but a week, they would talk themselves mad.
County Claudio, when mean you to go to church?
Tomorrow, my lord. Time goes on crutches, till love have all his rights.
Oh, not until Monday, my dear son, which is hence a just seven-night, and a time to breathe, too.
I warrant thee, Claudio, the time shall not go dully by us. I will, in the interim, undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring the Lady Beatrice and Senor Benedick into a mountain of affection, the one with the other. I would fain have it a match, and I doubt not but to fashion it, if you will but minister such assistance as I shall give thee direction.
Oh, I have for you, my lord, though it cost me 10 nights watching.
And I, my lord.
And you too, gentle hero.
I will do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin to a good husband.
If we can do this, Cupid is no longer an archer. His glory shall be ours, for we are the only love gods. Go in with me, and I will tell you of my
It is so. Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonato.
Yea, my lord, but I can cross it.
How canst thou cross this marriage?
Not honestly, my lord, but so covertly that no dishonesty shall appear in me.
Show me briefly how.
I think I told your lordship a year since how much I am in favor of Margaret, the waiting gentlewoman to hero.
I remember.
I can at any unseasonable instant of the night appoint her to look out her lady's chamber window.
What life is in that to be the death of this marriage?
The poison of that lies in you to temper. Go you to your prince, brother. Spare not to tell me he hath wronged the renowned Claudio, whose estimation you mightly hold up to contaminated sail, such as one as hero.
What proof shall I make in that?
Proof enough to misuse the prince, to vex Claudio, to undo hero, and kill Leonato. Look you for any other issue?
Only to despite them. I will endeavor anything.
Go then. Find me a meet hour to draw Don Pedro and Count Claudio alone. Tell them that you know that hero loves me. They will scarcely believe this without trial. Offer them instances which shall bear no less likelihood than see me out to her chamber window. Hear me call Margaret hero. Hear Margaret turn me Claudio. And bring them to see this the very night before the intended wedding.
I will go presently by the day of their marriage.
I do much wonder how one man, seeing how another man is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors toward love, will, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. And such a man is Claudio. I have known when there was no music in him but the drum and the fife, and now he would rather hear the tabor and the pipe. I have known when he would have walked 10 miles afoot to see a good armor, and now he will lie 10 nights awake carving the fashion that he does. I will not be sworn, but love may transform me to an oyster. But I'll take my oath on it. Until he hath made an oyster of me, he shall never see me such a fool. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another wise, yet I am well. Another virtuous, yet I am well. But until all three graces be in one woman shall not come into my grace. Rich she shall be, that is certain. Wise, or I'll none. Virtuous, or I'll never cheapen her. Fair, or I'll not look on her. Mild, or come not near me. Noble, or not I for an angel. Of good discourse, an excellent musician. And her hair shall be whatever color pleases God. Ah, the prince, in this your love, I will hide me.
Come, shall we hear this music? See where Benedick hath hid himself?
Oh, very well, my lord.
Sigh no more, ladies, sigh no more. Men were deceivers ever. One foot in sea and one on shore. Do one thing constant never. Then sigh not so, but let them go, and be you blithe and body, converting all your sounds of woe into hey nonny nonny. Well, sing no more ditties, sing no more, or dumps so dull and heavy. The fraud of men was ever so, since summer first was levied. And sigh not so, but let them go, and be you blithe and bonny, converting all your sounds of woe into hey nonny nonny.
Why, my troth, a good song.
And an ill singer, my lord.
No, faith, thou singst well enough for a shift.
And he been a dog that howls thus that would have hanged him.
Come hither, Leonardo. What was it you told me of today? That your niece, Beatrice, was in love with Senor Benedick?
Oh, I didn't ever think that lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither. But most wonderful that she should so dote on Senor Benedick, who, to all outward behaviors, she seemed ever to abhor.
Is it possible, since the wind in the corner?
Maybe she doth but counterfeit.
Faith, like enough.
Oh, God, counterfeit? There was never counterfeit of passion so near the life of passion as she discovers it.
Why? What effects of passion shows she?
Bait the hook well, this fish will bite.
What effects, my lord? You heard my daughter tell you how.
She did indeed.
How? How? I pray you. You amaze me. I would have thought her spirit invincible against all assaults of affection.
I should think this a gulp, but the white-bearded fellow speaks it. Knavery cannot sure hide itself in such reverence.
Has she made her affection known to Benedick?
No, and swears she never will. That's her torment.
Then down upon her knees she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, prays, curses
She doth indeed. My daughter tells me so. And the ecstasy has so overborne her that my daughter is much afeard she will do a desperate outrage upon herself. It is very true.
She's an excellent, sweet lady, and out of all suspicion, she is virtuous.
And exceeding wise.
In everything but in loving Benedick. I pray you will tell Benedick of it and hear what he will say.
Hero thinks surely she will die, for she says she will die if he love her not. And she will die ere she makes her love known. And she will die if he woo her.
She doth well. If she should make tender of her love, 'tis very possible he'll scorn it. For the man, as you all know, hath a contemptible spirit.
He is a very proper man.
He hath indeed a good outward happiness.
Before God, and in my mind, very wise.
He doth indeed show some sparks that are like wit. I love Benedick well, and I could wish he would modestly examine himself to see how much he is unworthy so good a lady.
My lord, will you walk? Dinner is ready.
Of the same that be spread for her, and that must your daughter and her gentlewoman carry. Let us send her to call him to dinner.
This can be no trick. The conference was sadly born. They have the truth of this from Hero. Love me! Why, it must be requited. I hear I am censured. They say I would bear myself proudly if I perceive the love come from her. They say, too, that she would rather die than give me any sign of affection. I did never think to marry. I must not seem too proud. Happy are they that hear the detractions and can put them to mending. They say the lady is fair. 'Tis true. I can bear them witness. And virtuous, 'tis so, I cannot reprove it. And wise, but for loving me. By my troth, it is no addition to her wit, no great argument of her folly, for I will be horribly in love with her. I may chance at some odd quirks and remnants of wit broken on me, because I have railed so long against marriage, but doth not the appetite alter? The man loves a bit of his youth which he cannot endure in his age. Shall quips and sentences and these paper bullets of the brain awe a man from the career of his humor? No! The world must be peopled. When I said I would die a bachelor, I didn't think I would live to the day I was married. Here comes Beatrice. By this day, she is a fair lady. I do spy marks of love on her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner.
Sweet Beatrice! I thank thee for thy pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you take pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I was not have come.
You took pleasure then in the message.
Yea, just as much as you may take upon a knife's point and choke a doll withal.
against my will. I am sent to bid you come to dinner. There's a double meaning in that. If I do not take pity on her, then I am a villain.
Run thee to the parlor. There shalt thou find my cousin Beatrice. Whisper her ear till her eye and Ursula walk in the orchard, and our whole discourses of her. Say that thou overheardst us. I'll make her come. I'll work you presently. Now, Ursula, when Beatrice doth come, as we do trace this alley up and down, our talk must only be of Benedick. When I do name him, let it be thy part to praise him more than ever man did Mary.
But are you sure that Benedick doth love Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince and my new betrothed lord. They did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them. If they love Benedick, to wish him wrestle with affection, and never to let Beatrice know of it.
But why did you do so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full as fortunate a bed as ever Beatrice shall couch upon?
Oh, God of love! I know he doth deserve as much as may be yielded to a man, but nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. Disdain and scorn right sparkling in her eyes. It's surprising what they look upon. In her wit, values herself so highly that to her, all matters will seem weak. She cannot love!
Yet tell her of it. Hear what she will say.
No, rather I will go to Benedick and counsel him to fight against his passion.
Do not do your cousin such a wrong. She cannot be so much without true judgment, having so swift and excellent a wit. Do not do your cousin such a wrong. She cannot be so much without true judgment, having so... Do not do your cousin...
there to be confident, then go I toward Aragon.
I'll bring you thither, my lord, if you'll vouchsafe me.
Nay, that would be as great of a soil in the gloss of your new marriage as to show a child his new coat and then forbid him to wear it. I will only be bold with Benedick for his company.
Gallant and as I have been.
Oh, so say I. Methinks you are sadder.
I hope he be in love.
Hang him, truant!
Yet I say he is in love.
Good sir, you walk aside with me. I have studied 8 or 9 wise words to speak with you, which these hobby horses must not hear.
For my life to break with him about Beatrice.
My lord and brother, God save you.
Good evening, brother.
If your leisure served, I would speak with you.
In private?
If it please you, however, Count Claudio may hear, for what I would speak of concerns him.
What's the matter?
Means your lordship to be married tomorrow.
You know he does.
I know not that when he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
You may think I love you not. Let that appear hereafter and aim better at me. By that I now will manifest.
Why? What's the matter?
I came hither to tell you, and circumstances shorten, for she has been too long in talking of. The lady is disloyal.
Who? Hero?
Even she. Leonardo's hero, your hero, every man's hero.
Disloyal.
Go with me tonight, and you shall see her chamber window entered even the night before her wedding day. If you love her then, tomorrow wed her. But it would better fit your honor to change your mind.
If I see anything tonight why I should not marry her, tomorrow in the congregation, where I should wed, there I will shame her.
And as I wooed for thee to obtain her, I will join with thee to disgrace her.
Oh, hero. Yeah.
Are you good men and true? Yea, or if it were pity, but they should suffer salvation, body and soul. Nay, that were a punishment too good for them, if they should have any allegiance in them, being chosen for the prince's watch. Well, masters, good night. And if there be any matter of weight chance, call up me. Keep your fellows' counsel and your own. Good night. Come, neighbor.
Well, masters, we hear our charge. Let us sit here upon the church bench till 2, and then all to bed.
Oh, one word more on his neighbors. I pray you, look about Signor Leonato's door for the wedding being there tomorrow. There's a great toil there. And you, be vigilant. I beseech you. Easter.
Conrad! Conrad!
Here, man! I am at thy elbow.
Stand thee close. Then, under this penthouse, for it drizzles rain. And I will, like a true drunkard, utter all to thee.
Some treason, masters, yet stand close.
Therefore know I have earned of Don John 1,000 ducats.
Is it possible that any villainy should be so dear?
I know this man. He's been a vile thief this 7th year, yet he walks up and down like a gentleman. I remember his name.
Out here, somebody.
Lo, 'twas a vein on the house.
Know that I have tonight wooed Margaret, the lady hero's gentlewoman by the name of Hero. She leaned me out her mistress' chamber window, bid me 1,000 times good night. I tell this tale by. I should first tell thee how the Prince Claudio, my master, planted and placed and possessed by my master Don saw far off in the orchard this amable encounter.
And they thought Margaret was a hero?
2 of them did. The prince and Claudio. But the devil, my master, knew she was Margaret. Partly by his oaths, which first possessed them. Partly by the dark night, which did deceive them. But chiefly by my villainy, which did confirm any slender that Don John had made. Away went Claudio enraged, swore he would meet her as he was appointed next morning at the temple, and there, before the whole congregation, shame her with what he saw or night, and send her home again, without a husband.
We charge you in the prince's name. Stand!
Call up the right master constable. We have here discovered the most valuable celebrity that ever was known in the front of master. Master!
with me, honest neighbor.
Marry, sir, I would have some confidence with you that discerns you nearly.
Well, but brief, I pray you, for you see it is a busy time with me.
Marry, that it is, sir.
Yes, in truth it is, sir.
What is it, good friends?
Good man Burgess, sir, speaks a little off the matter. An old man, sir, and his wits are not as blunt as God help I would desire they were. But, in faith, as honest as the skin between his brows.
Yes, I thank God I am as honest as any man living. That if an old man, and no honester than I.
Neighbors, you are tedious.
Oh, it pleases your worship to say so. But for my own part, if I were as tedious as a king, I would find it within my heart to bestow it all on your worship.
All thy tediousness on me. Ah.
Yea, and for 1,000 pounds more than 'tis, for I hear as good exclamation on your worship as any man in the city. And though I be but a poor man, I am glad to hear it.
I would fain know what you have to say.
Marry, sir, our wife tonight, accepting your withered presence, have taken in a couple of the very knaves of Indy and Messina.
Our watch tonight hath indeed comprehended 2 auspicious persons, and would have them this morning examined before your worship.
Oh, and now take their examination yourself and bring it to me, for you see I am in great haste, as you may see it may appear to you.
It shall be sufficient.
Oh, drink some wine, there you go. Fare you well.
You come hither, my lord, to marry this lady?
No.
To be married to her. Friar, you come to marry her.
Lady, you come hither to be married to this lord?
I do.
If either of you know any inward impediment why you should not be conjoined, charge you on your souls to utter it.
Know you any, hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any, Count?
I dare make his answer for him. None.
Stand thee by, friar. Father, by your leave, will you with free and unconstrained soul give me this maid, your daughter?
Oh, as freely, son, as God did give her me.
And what have I to give back whose worth may counterpoise this rich and precious gift?
Nothing unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me noble thankfulness. Now, Claudio, take her back again. Give not this rotten horse to your friend. She's but the sign and semblance of her honor. Behold, like a maid, she blushes here. Would you not think she were made by these exterior shows? But she's not! She knows the heat of a luxurious bed. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married. Not to knit my soul in a proven want.
Dear my lord, if you in your own proof had made, vanquished the resistance of her youth and made defeat of her virginity.
No, Leonardo, I never tempted her with word too large, but as a brother to his sister, showed bashful sincerity and comely love.
And seemed I ever otherwise to you?
You seem to me as Diane in her orb, as chaste as the bud ere it be blown. For you are more in temper in your blood than Venus, or those pampered animals that rage in savage sensuality.
Is my lord ill that he does speak so wide?
Sweet lord, why speak you not?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored that I've got about to link my dear friend to a common stake.
What man was he that talked with you yesternight out your window betwixt 12 and 1? Now, if you are a maid, answer to this.
I talked with no man at that hour, my lord.
Why then, you are no maiden. Leonardo, I am sorry you must hear. Upon my honor, myself, my brother, and his grieved count did see her, hear her at that hour last night, talk with the ruffian at her chamber window, who indeed, most like a liberal villain, hath confessed the vile encounters they have had 1,000 times in secret.
Of no man's dagger here a point for me.
Oh, now, cousin, wherefore sit you down?
Come, let us go. These days come thus till I smother her spirits up.
How now, cousin hero?
Have comfort, lady.
Do not live, hero! Open thine eyes! Wherever dost thou lie in mine eyes?
Sir, be patient. I've wanted so tired and wonder. I know not what to say.
Oh, my soul, my cousin is belied!
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
No, truly not, although till last night I have this 12 month been her bedfellow.
Confirmed! Confirmed! What the two princes lie and Claudio lie, who loved her so that, when speaking of her foulness, washed it with tears. Head from her! Let her die!
Hear me a little. By noting of the lady, I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions to start into her face. 1,000 innocent shames in angel whiteness beat away those blushes. And in her eyes there hath appeared a fire to burn the errors that these princes hold against her maiden truth. Call me a fool. Trust not my reading nor my observations, which with experimental seal doth warrant the tenor of my book. Trust not my age, my reverence, my calling, nor divinity. If this sweet lady lie not guiltless here, under some biting error. Lady, what man is he you are accused of?
They know that to accuse me. I know none.
There is some strange misprision in the princes.
2 of them have the very bent of honor. And if their wisdoms be misled in this, the practice of it lies in John the Bastard, whose spirits toil in frames of villainy.
I know not. If they speak but truth of her, these hands shall tear her. They do wrong her honor, the promise of them shall well hear them.
Pause a while, and let my counsel sway you in this matter. Your daughter here the princes left for dead. Let her a while be secretly kept in and publish it that she is dead indeed. Maintain a mourning ostentation, and on your family's old monument hang mournful epitaphs, and do all rites that appertain unto a burial.
What shall become of this? What will this do?
She, dying, as it must so be maintained, upon the instant that she was accused, shall be lamented, pitied, and excused of every hearer. So will it fare with Claudio. When he shall hear that she died upon his words, the idea of her life shall sweetly creep into his study of imagination, and every lovely organ of her life shall come apparelled in more precious habit, more moving, delicate, and full of life into the eye and prospect of her soul than when she lived indeed. Then shall he mourn, and wish he had not so accused her. But if all aim but this be levelled false, the supposition of the lady's death will quench the wonder of her infamy. And if all else fail, you may conceal her as best befits her wounded reputation in some reclusive and religious life, out of all eyes, tongues, minds, and injuries.
Signor Leonato, let the fire advise you.
Come, lady, die to live. This wedding day perhaps is but prolonged. Have patience and endure.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I'll weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason, I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wrong.
Ah, how much might the man deserve me that would write to her?
Is there any way to show such a friendship?
Very even way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in this world as well as you. Is that not strange?
As strange as to think, I know not. It were possible for me to say I love nothing so well as you, but believe me not, and yet I lie not. I confess nothing, nor I deny nothing. I am sorry for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear and eat it.
I will swear by it that you love me, and I will make him eat it that says I love not you.
Will you not eat your word?
With no sauce that can be devised by it, I protest I love thee.
Only God forgive me.
What offense, sweet Beatrice?
You have stayed me in a happy hour. I was about to protest I loved you.
And do it with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart, there is none left to protest.
Come, let me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Beatrice!
I am gone, though I am here. Neither is the love in you. Pray let me go. In faith, I will go.
We'll be friends first.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemies.
Is Claudio thine
Is
enemy?
it not approved in a height of villain who hath slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man. What? Bear her in hand until they come to take hands? With public accusation, uncovered, slandered, unmitigated rancor? Oh, God, that I were a man. I would eat his heart in the marketplace. I'm a man of the window, proper saying.
Nay, but
She is wrong, she is slandered, she is undone. Oh, that I were a man, that I had any friend would be a man for my sake. I cannot be a man with wishing, therefore I will die a woman with grief.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice, by this hand I love thee.
Is it for my love some other way than swearing by it?
Think you in your soul that Count Claudio hath wronged Hero?
Yea, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I am engaged. I will challenge you. I will kiss your hand, and so I leave you. By this hand, Claudio shall render me a dear account. As you hear of me, so think of me. Go comfort your cousin. I must say she is dead. And so, farewell.
Borachio.
Write down Borachio. Yours, Sirrah?
I am a gentleman, and my name is Conrad.
Write down Master Gentleman Conrad. Masters, do you serve God?
Yea, sir.
We hope.
Write down they hope they serve God. And write God first, for God defend, but God should go before such villains. Masters, I say to you, it is thought that you are little better than false knaves, and it will go near to be thought so shortly. How answer you for yourselves?
Marry, sir, we say we are none.
A marvelous, witty fellow, I assure you. But I will go about him. Come you hither, Sirrah, a word in your ear. Sir! I say it is thought that you are a little better than false knaves.
Sir, I say to you, we are none.
Well, stand aside before God and both in an ale. Have you written down there, none?
Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. You must call forth the watch that are their accusers.
Yea, Mary, that's the eftest way. Let the watch come forth. Masters, I charge you in the prince's name. Accuse these men.
This man said, sir, that Don John, the prince's brother, was a villain.
Write down Prince John a villain. Why, it's flat perjury to call a prince's brother villain.
Master Constable, if I may.
I pray thee, fellow, peace.
What heard you him say else?
Marry, sir, that he received 1,000 ducats of Don John to accuse the lady hero wrongfully.
Flat burglary as ever was committed. Yea, by meth, that it is.
What else, fellow?
And that Count Claudio had done meed upon his words to disgrace everyone in front of the whole assembly, and not marry her.
Oh, villain, thou wilt be condemned to everlasting redemption for this.
What else?
This is all.
And this is more, masters, than you can deny. Prince John this morning is secretly stolen away. Hero was in this manner accused, in this very manner refused, and upon the grief of it, suddenly died. Master Constable, have these men bound and brought to Leonato's. I will go before and show him their examination.
Come, let them be a pinhead. Let them be in the hand. God's my life. Where's the sexton? Let him write down the prince's officer coxcomb. Come bind them up, thou naughty varlet.
Wait! You are an ass! You are an ass!
Oh, dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my years? Oh, that I have been written down an ass. But master, forget not that I am an ass. Though it be not written down, yet forget not that I am an ass.
I pray thee, cease thy counsel, which falls into mine ears as profitless as water into a sieve. Give not me counsel, nor let no comforter delight mine ears, but such a one whose wrongs do suit with mine. Bring me a father that so loved his child, whose joy of her is overwhelmed like mine, and bid him speak to me in patience.
But bid not all the harm unto yourself. Make those who do offend thee suffer too.
Fair thou speakst true. Nay, I will do so. My heart does tell me that young hero is belied. That shall Claudio know, and the prince too, and all those that thus dishonor her.
Here come the prince and Claudio hastily.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good day to both of you.
Good morrow, my lord.
We have some haste, Leonato.
Some haste, my lord. Well, fare you well, my lord. Are you so hasty now? Well, all is one.
Nay, do not quarrel with this good old man.
If he can right himself by quarreling, some of us would lie low.
Who wrongs him?
Mary, thou dost wrong me, thou dissembler, thou. I say thou hast belied mine innocent child. Thy slander has gone through and through her heart, and she lies buried with her ancestors. Oh, in a tomb where scandal never slept, save this of her, framed by thy villainy.
You say not right, old man.
My lord, I will prove it on his body if he dare, despite his nice fence, his May of youth, his active practice, and bloom of lustihood.
Oh, wait! I will not have to do with you!
Canst thou so daft me? Thou hast killed mine innocent child. If thou killst me, thou shalt kill a man.
Kills two of us, and men indeed. But no matter. Thou shalt kill one of us first. Win me and wear me. He will answer me. Come, follow me, boy. Come, sir boy. Come, follow me.
We will not wait your patience. My heart is sorry for your daughter's death, but on my honor, she was charged with nothing but what was true and very full of proof.
My lord!
I will not hear you.
No? Come, sister, away. I will be heard.
It shall. Or some of us will smart for it.
See, here comes the man we went to see.
Now, senor, what news?
Good day, my lord.
Good day, senor. You're almost come to part almost afraid.
We had like to have had our two noses snapped off by two old friends without teeth.
Leonato and his sister. What thinkest thou? Had we fought, I doubt we should have been too young for them.
In a false quarrel, there is no true valor. I came to seek you both.
As I am an honest man, he looks pale. Art thou sick or angry?
Might I speak a word in your ear?
God bless me from a challenge.
You are a villain. I jest not. I will make it good on who you dare, with what you dare, and when you dare. Do me right, or I will protest your cowardice. You have killed a sweet lady, and her death will fall heavy on you. Let me hear from you. Fare you well, boy. You know my mind. I will leave you now to your gossip-like humor. You break jests, as braggarts do their blades, which God be thanked are not. My lord, for your many courtesies, I thank you. I must discontinue your service. Your brother the bastard has fled Messina. You among you have killed a sweet and innocent lady. For my lord Lackbeard there, he and I shall meet. And until then, peace be with you.
He is in earnest,
In most profound earnest, now warn you for the love of Beatrice.
and hath challenged thee.
Most sincerely.
Come you, sir, justice cannot tame you. She shall ne'er weigh more reason in her balance. Nay, and you be a cursing hypocrite. You must be looked to.
How now, two of my brother's men bound, Baraccio one?
Hearken after their offense, my lord.
Officers, what offense have these men done?
Marry, sir, they have committed false report. Moreover, they have spoken untruths. Secondarily, they are slanderers. Sixth and lastly, they have belied a lady. Thirdly, they have verified unjust things. And to conclude, they are lying knaves.
Gentlemen, who have you offended that you are thus bound to your answer? This learned constable is too cunning to be understood. What's your offense?
Sweet prince, I have deceived even your very eyes. But your wisdoms could not discover what these shallow fools brought to light. When the knight overheard me confessing to this man how Don John, your brother, sends me to slander the Lady Hero. How you saw me court Margaret in Lady Hero's garments. How you disgraced her when you should marry her. The lady is dead upon mine and my master's false accusation. And briefly, I desire nothing but the reward of his oath.
But did my brother set thee on this?
Yea, and paid me richly.
Sweet hero, now thy image doth appear in the rare stillness that I loved it first.
Come, bring away the plaintiff. By now the sexton hath reformed Signor Leonato of the matter. And masters, do not forget to specify, when time and place shall serve, that I am an ass.
Which of these be the villain? Let me see his eyes, that when I note another man like him, I may avoid him. Which of these is he?
You know your wrong, look on me.
Art thou the slave that with thy breath hast killed mine innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
No, slave, thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men. A third is fled that had a hand in it. I thank thee, princes, for my daughter's death. Oh, write it with your high and worthy deeds. 'Twas bravely done if you bethinkst thou of it.
I know not how to pray your patience, yet I must speak. Choose your revenge yourself. Impose me to what penance your invention can lay upon my sin. Yet sinned I not, but in mistaking.
By my soul, nor I.
I cannot bid you bid my daughter live. That were impossible. But I pray you both possess the people in Messina here to know how innocent she died. And if your love can labor aught in sad invention, hang her an epitaph upon her tomb and sing it to her bones. Sing it tonight. And tomorrow come you to my house. And since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My sister hath a daughter, almost the copy of my child that's dead, and she alone is heirs to both of us. Give her the rights you should have given her cousin. There dies my revenge.
I do embrace your offer, and dispose for henceforth of poor Claudio.
Until tomorrow morning, then I wait thee. Tonight I take my leave. This naughty man shall face to face be brought to Margaret, who I believe was packed in all these wrongs, hired to it by your brother.
No, by my soul she was not, nor did not know what she did when she spoke to me. But always have been just and virtuous in anything I do know by her.
Moreover, sir, which indeed is not under white and black, this plaintiff here, the offender, did call me ass. I pray you, let it be remembered in his punishment.
I thank thee for thy care and honest pains.
Your grace speaks like a most thankful and reverent youth, and I thank God for you.
There's for thy pains.
God save the foundation!
Go, I discharge thee of thy prisoners, and I thank thee.
I leave an errant knave with your worship, which I do beseech your worship to correct yourself for the example of others. God keep your worship! I wish your worship well. God restore you to hell! I humbly give you leave to depart, and if some merry meeting should be wished, God prohibit it. Come, neighbor.
Until tomorrow morning, lords, farewell.
Farewell, my lords. We look for you tomorrow.
We will not fail you.
Tonight, I'll mourn with Hero.
The god of love that sits
Above.
and knows me, and knows me. How pitiful I deserve. Mary, I cannot rhyme. I've tried. I can find no rhyme for lady but baby. An innocent rhyme. For scorn, horn, a hard rhyme. For school, fool, a babbling rhyme. Very ominous endings. No, I was not born under a rhyming planet. Sweet Beatrice, with us come when I call thee.
Nay, senor, depart when you bid me.
But stay until then.
That is spoken. Fare you well now. And yet, ere I go, let me go with that I came, which is with knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Only foul words. And thereupon, I will kiss thee.
Foul words is but foul wind, and foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore I will depart unkissed.
Thou hast frightened the word right out of his sense. So forcible is thy wit. But I must tell thee one thing. Claudio undergoes my challenge. And either I will shortly hear from him, or I will subscribe him the counter. And I pray thee now tell me, for which of my bad parts did thou first fall in love with me?
For them all together, which maintained so politic a state of evil that they will not admit any good part to intermingle with them. But for which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love. A good epithet. I do suffer love indeed. I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart, if you spite it for my sake, I'll spite it for yours, for I will never love that which my friend hates. Oh!
Thou and I are two lions, two peaceably. And now tell me, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And how do you?
Very ill, too.
Serve God. Love me. And mend. And there I leave you to prepare this morning haste.
My lady, you must come to your uncle's. Now there's no Claudio at home. It is proved, my lady. Hero hath been falsely accused.
What?
The Prince and Claudio mightily abused, and Don John, who was the author of all, is fled and gone. Will you come presently?
Will you go hear this news, senor?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy lap, and be buried in thine eyes. And moreover, I will go with you to thy uncle's.
Is this the monument of Leonato?
Yes, Lord.
Done to death by slanderous tongues was the hero that here lies. Death and guerdon of her wrongs gives her fame which never dies, so that the life that died with shame lives in death and glorious fame.
Ardent goddess of the night, those who slew thy virgin night, for the witch with songs of woe, round about her tomb they go. Midnight, a sister moan, help us to sigh and groan. Heavily, heavily, grave John, and yield your dead till death be uttered. Heavily, heavily.
Such good news, isn't it? Oh, no.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
So for the Prince and Claudio upon the error which you heard debated. But Margaret was at some fault for this against her will, as it appears in the course of all true weapons.
Oh, I'm glad things work out so well.
Gentlewomen and daughter, all of you, withdrawn to a chamber by yourselves. And when I call for you, come hither masked. The Prince and Claudio have by this hour promised to come. Sister, you know your office. You must be mother to my daughter and give her to young Claudio.
I'll do so with confirmed countenance.
Friar, I must entreat your pains, I think.
To do what, senor?
To bind me or undo me, one of them. Truth is, good senor, your niece regards me with an eye of favor.
Of that I, my daughter, lent her, 'tis very true.
And I do with an eye of love requite her.
The sight whereof you have from me, from Claudio and the Prince. But what is your will?
Your answer serves enigmatical. For my will is your good will. May this day be conjoined in a state of honorable marriage. in which, good friar, I shall desire your help.
My heart is with you in this matter.
And my help. Here comes the prince and Claudio.
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, Prince. Good morrow, Claudio. We here attend thee. Are you yet determined today to be married with my sister's daughter?
I'll hold my mind.
Sister, call her forth. The friar is here.
Which is the lady I must seize upon?
This is her, and I do give you her.
Sweet, let me see your face.
No, that you shall not, until you take her hand before the friar here and swear to marry her.
Give me your hand. Before this holy friar, I am your husband, if you like of me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife. And when you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero!
One hero died defiled, but I do live. And as surely as I live, I am a maid.
Hero that's dead.
She died, but whilst her slanders lived.
All this amazement can I qualify when after that the holy rites are ended, I will tell you largely of Hero's death. Meantime, let wonder seem familiar, and to the chapel let us presently.
Something, fair friar, which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why, no more than reason.
Why then the prince, your uncle and Claudio have been deceived. They swore you did.
Do not you love me?
No. No more than reason.
Why then my cousin Margaret and Ursula are much deceived, for they did swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
'Tis no such matter. Then you do not love me.
No, truly not. But a friendly recompense.
Oh, come, cousin. You know you love the gentleman.
I'll be sworn upon that he loves her, for here's a letter written in his hand, a halting son of his own fury, fashion to Beatrice.
And here's another, written by my cousin, stole from her pocket to take her affection unto Benedick.
A miracle. Here's our own hand against our hearts. Come. I will have you. But by this light I take you to Beatrice.
I would not deny you, but by this good day I yield upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were in consumption.
Peace. I will stop your mouth.
How dost thou, Benedick, the married man?
I'll tell you what, Prince. A college of woodcrackers could not plot me out of my humor. Dost thou think I care for a satire or an epigram? No. If a man shall be beaten with brains, he shall wear nothing handsome about it. In brief, since I do purpose to marry, I shall do nothing to any purpose the world can say against it. Therefore, never flout at me for what I have said against it. For man is a giddy thing. And this is my conclusion. For thy part, Claudio, I did think to have beaten thee. But in that thou art to be like my kinsman, live unbruised and love my cousin. Come, we are friends. Let us dance ere we are married, that we may lighten our hearts and our lives.
We'll have dancing afterwards.
First of my word, therefore play music. Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife. Get thee a wife. There is no staff more reverend than one tipped with horn.
My lord, your brother Don John is taken in flight and brought with armed men back to Messina. Ta-da!
Think not of him till tomorrow. I shall devise thee brave punishments for him. Strike up the band!